Hello, travelers and monster catchers abound. I'm Stella Ferris, and you've crash landed on the Monster Catchers Journal podcast. And I hope today's episode will shine a bright light down on you, and I hope that it makes you smile. So, let's get into the episode, and thank you for coming. The sky over Nibiru had never felt this heavy. Not dark. Nibiru is never truly dark, but heavy in a way that made even the twin suns and the three moons feel like they were watching. I stood just outside the Cross Sigils Outpost, one hand shading my eyes, staring upward. The air shimmered strangely, like heat dancing across stone, but stronger alive. Zena stepped out behind me, wiping her hands on her apron. You feel that too, don't you? I nodded. Even Orabeak, perched on my shoulder, shifted uneasily, his golden shell catching the light, but for once, he wasn't basking in it. Something was wrong. We didn't have to wait long. The moment came without warning. The two suns and three moons above Nibiru aligned perfectly. A line of blinding gold cut across the sky, so bright it painted the world in white. The ground beneath us glowed. Shadows stretched in impossible directions. Then it happened. A spark. No, not a spark. A piece of sun itself broke free. Zena gasped. Stella Ferris, that's not natural. I didn't answer. I couldn't, because I was already moving, and I really had nothing I could say. I mean, what do you say when a piece of sun breaks off? We followed it beyond the outpost, past the edge of Orbweaver Street, into the open cliffs, where the wind howled like something ancient. By the time we reached the eastern ridge, the air had changed completely. Warm. Too warm. Like standing inside a heartbeat. And there, floating just above the ground, was him. At first I thought it was just light. A glowing orb, soft and gold, pulsing gently like it was breathing. But then the light shifted. Rings formed around it, slowly orbiting like halos, caught in motion. Two small flares drifted from its sides like wings, and then it looked at me. Not with eyes, but I felt it. A presence, a recognition. Orabeak let out a low sound, not aggressive, but cautious. Zena whispered, "Is that a glyph?" I stepped forward slowly, my hand hovering near my glyphid, but I didn't reach for it. Something in me said don't. The little sun drifted closer. Its light warmed my face, soft and gentle, not burning, not dangerous, curious. Like it was studying me. Then suddenly a flicker. The light around it dimmed for just a second, and I felt something strange rush through me. Memories, quick flashes. My sanctuary, Zena laughing, Luna in the courtyard, Orabeak taking flight under the twin suns and the three moons. It wasn't attacking, it was seeing me. Stella Ferris, Zena said softly. I think it's choosing you. I swallowed because I felt it too. This wasn't a hunt. This wasn't a hunt at all. This wasn't a capture either. Slowly, I lowered my hand away from the glyphid. I'm not going to trap you, I said quietly. The light pulsed once, twice. Then it drifted closer until it hovered right in front of my chest. For a moment, everything went still, even the wind, even the sky. Then it flared, not violently, but beautifully. A burst of radiant gold that washed over the cliffs, over Zena, over Orabeak, over everything. And when the light faded, it was smaller, calmer, floating gently at my side. Zena blinked. Did you just catch it? I smiled softly, never taking my eyes off the tiny glowing being beside me. No, I said. It caught me. Orabeak chirped, finally relaxing, and gave a small, approving flutter. The little glyph drifted upward, circling once around me before settling near my shoulder like it belonged there, like it always had. I looked up at the sky. The suns had separated again. The moment was over, but something had changed. I think I said quietly, I'm going to call him. The glyph pulsed softly, like it already knew. Zairu. And somewhere far above Nibiru, the light answered. By the time we made it back to the Cross Sigils Outpost, the sky had settled, but Zairu hadn't. He hovered beside me the entire walk home, his soft golden light casting long, dancing shadows across the stone path. Every now and then he would drift ahead, then circle back, like he was making sure I was still there, like I might disappear out of thin air. The moment we stepped into the courtyard, everything changed. The other glyphs felt him. You could see it. Choco Imp froze mid-hop near the bakery door, chocolate still dripping from his horns. Dirtbee rolled halfway across the yard and stopped completely still. Even Hamfit, who usually never stops working, paused, his hammer tail lowering slowly, and then Zairu pulsed. Sorry, not paused, pulsed. A soft, warm glow, not threatening, not defensive, just present. It's like he's announcing himself, Zena whispered. Orabeak stepped forward, his wings spreading slightly. Not aggressive, but authoritative. The two of them faced each other. Gold against gold. For a second I thought there might be a clash, but instead Orabeak dipped his head. I blinked. Did you just bow? I muttered. Zena looked just as shocked as I felt. Stelliferous, Orabeak doesn't bow. Zairu responded with a gentle flare, smaller this time, almost shy. And just like that, the tension in the courtyard melted. Choco Imp resumed bouncing, Dirtbee rolled again, leaving a muddy trail I was definitely going to regret later. Hamfit went right back to shaping tools like nothing had happened. But something had happened. They accepted him. Okay, I said, clapping my hands once, trying to ground myself. Everyone's acting normal, which means I'm officially the one confused. Zena laughed. That sounds about right. Just then the back door creaked open. Why does it feel like I just walked into a sunbeam? Luna's voice called out. She stepped into the courtyard, Myrno at her side, and immediately froze. Oh, her eyes locked onto Zairu. Zairu drifted upward. Slightly, his rings spinning just a little faster. Luna took one slow step forward. That's not just a light glyph, she said quietly. That's something else. I crossed my arms. You're going to have to be more specific than something else. Luna didn't answer right away. Instead, she crouched slightly, watching Zairu like she was reading something invisible in the air. He doesn't have a shadow, she finally said. I blinked. What? Zena looked down at the ground, and sure enough, the courtyard was filled with shadows. Mine, hers, Orabeak's, but Zairu, nothing. A chill ran through me, despite the warmth radiating from him. That's not normal, is it? Luna shook her head slowly. No. Glyph exists without balance. Light always casts something. Always. Zairu dimmed slightly. Not weak, just thoughtful. Then suddenly he moved fast, faster than before. A streak of gold shot across the courtyard, circling all of us in a perfect ring before stopping directly in front of me, and for a second the world flickered. I staggered back. What was that? Zena grabbed my arm. Stelliferous. Your eyes. I'm fine, I said quickly, but my heart is racing. Because for the split second I hadn't seen the courtyard. I saw something else, a vast endless sky, brighter than anything in Nibiru, and in that sky hundreds, no thousands of lights like Zairu. Then it was gone. Zairu floated quietly in front of me, his glow soft, almost concerned, like he didn't mean to show me. Luna stood slowly. Stelliferous, she said carefully. What did you see? I hesitated, then looked down at Zairu, at the little sun that chose me. I don't think he's from here. The courtyard went silent. Orabeak let out a low, uneasy call. Even the wind seemed to stop again. And Zairu, he pulsed once, soft, gentle. But this time, it didn't feel like a greeting. It felt like a warning. No one spoke for a long time after that. The courtyard felt different. Too still, too quiet. Like the world itself was holding its breath. Zairu hovered close to me now, closer than before. His light had dimmed just slightly. Not weak, just cautious. Like he knew something we didn't. I don't like this, Zena muttered, glancing towards the gates of the outpost. Something's coming. Luna didn't argue. She just stood there, staring at Zairu, her expression unreadable. He showed you something, she said finally. I nodded slowly. Yeah, a sky, not like ours. There were more of him, so many more. Orbeek shifted beside me, his wings tightening. Even he was uneasy now. And then a sharp metallic ping echoed through the courtyard. My heart dropped. No. From inside the outpost, something activated, a low hum, then a rising whirl. Zena's eyes widened. Stella Ferris, that's your detector. I didn't move. I didn't need to, because I already knew what it meant. Something was locking onto Zairu. The detector burst into life on the work table inside, its lens glowing violently, spinning faster than I had ever seen. I rushed in and the others right behind me. Numbers, symbols, readings I didn't even recognize flooded the screen, and at the center of it all, a single word. Unregistered. Luna stepped beside me. That's not possible, she whispered. Before I could answer, the screen glitched hard. Then a new signal forced its way through, not from the outpost, from somewhere else. The symbol that appeared next made my blood run cold. A sharp fractured mark. One I had only seen once before. Orion, I said under my breath. Zena slammed her hand on the table. He found us already? No, Luna said quietly. He didn't find us. Her eyes flickered to Zairu. He found him. Outside, the sky changed. The twin suns were still shining, and so wasn't the three moons. But something was cutting through their light, a streak. Dark. Fast. Orbeek let out a sharp cry, launching into the air instantly. Everyone outside, now, I shouted. We burst into the courtyard just as the streak tore across the sky and stopped, hovering above the outpost. At first I couldn't tell what it was. It was a ship. Not fully. It looked wrong. Like metal forced into a shape it didn't want to be. Its surface pulsed with dark energy, jagged lines running across it like cracks in reality. Then a voice echoed down, cold, controlled, familiar. Stella Ferris! I clenched my fist. Orion! A figure stepped forward from the darkness above, not fully visible, just a silhouette surrounded by shifting shadows. You've acquired something, Orion continued, his tone almost calm. Something that doesn't belong to this world. Zairu flared instantly, his light intensifying as he moved in front of me, protective. Orion paused, and for the first time I heard something I had never heard from him before. Interest. Fascinating, he murmured. Back off, I snapped. He's not yours. Orion chuckled softly. Oh, Stella Ferris, you misunderstand. The ship above shifted, something inside it powering up. The air grew heavier, like gravity itself was bending. I don't want to take it, Orion said. I want to understand it. Yeah, Zena shot back. Like you understood Mothich? Like you understood Darkwick? The shadows around Orion twisted slightly, but his voice stayed calm. This is different. Zairu pulsed bright, stronger than before, and suddenly the ground beneath us lit up. A circle of gold light spread outward from Zairu, covering the entire courtyard. Orion stopped mid-sentence. What is this? Zairu rose slowly into the air, his rings spinning faster, his glow intensifying, until it was almost blinding. Then he spoke. Not in words, not out loud, but instead inside my mind. Do not let him touch me. I gasped, staggering slightly. Stella Ferris grabbed me. I looked up at Zairu, heart pounding. He talked to me. Luna's eyes widened. That's not a normal glyph. No, I whispered, it's not. Above us, Orion took a step back. For the first time, he looked unsure. A cautious light entity, he muttered. Impossible. Zairu flared again, brighter, hotter, stronger. The golden circle beneath us expanded, and when it touched the edges of the outpost, the shadows pulled back, forced away. Orion's ship flickered. Interesting, Orion said again. But this time, there was tension in his voice. Very interesting. I stepped forward, standing beside Zairu. You're not getting anywhere near him. For a moment, everything hung in the balance. Light and shadow. Then Orion spoke one last time. Enjoy your time with it, Stella Ferris. The ship pulsed, shadows twisted, and when it burns out, the darkness collapsed inward. I'll be there to collect what's left. And just like that, he was gone. The sky cleared, the sun shone again. The moon shone as well, but no one moved. Zairu slowly dimmed, drifting back down beside me. Smaller again, gentle again, like nothing had happened. I stared at him, at the little light that had just stood against Orion. "What are you?" I whispered. Zairu pulsed. But this time, he didn't answer. He didn't say a word. He didn't mimic a word. He didn't try to answer the question. That night, no one slept. The outpost was quiet, but not peaceful. Zena stayed up in the workshop, pretending to fix holes that didn't need fixing. Luna sat in the courtyard with Myrno, watching the sky like she expected it to break open again. And me, I stayed on the porch. Zairu hovered beside me. His light was softer now, not weak, just tired, like something inside him had been stretched too far. "You don't have to stay awake," I said quietly. He pulsed once. "Yeah, I figured." I leaned back in my chair, staring up at the twin suns and the 3 moons as they stayed in their same perpetual spot in the sky. Even their light felt different now, though, like it was being watched. "He's going to come back," I muttered. Zairu didn't respond right away. Then he drifted in front of me, slowly, carefully, and the world faded. Not like before, not sudden, not overwhelming. This time it was gentle. The porch disappeared, the outpost gone, the sky of Nibiru replaced by something else entirely, a vast expanse of light, endless, golden, alive. I stood there, somehow standing, while currents of radiant energy flowed like oceans around me, and in that ocean they were there, thousands of them, beings like Zairu. Some small, some massive, some so bright I could barely look at them. They drifted together, moving like living constellations, peaceful, connected, whole. "You're home," I whispered. Zairu floated beside me, brighter now, not in power, but in memory. Then the light flickered. Cracks, thin at first, then spreading, darkness. It seeped into the radiant ocean like ink, twisting, consuming, breaking the harmony apart. The other lights scattered, some fading, some vanishing entirely, and at the center of it all, something collapsed, a tear. Not in space, not in the sky, but in reality itself. I felt it before I understood it, a pull, a rupture. Zairu shot forward in the vision, rushing toward the tear, toward the collapsing light. "No!" I reached out, but my hand pressed through him. He turned, just for a moment, and I felt it again. That same feeling from before, recognition, choice. Then he jumped into the tear. Everything exploded into white, and I was back on the porch, back at the Cross Sigils Outpost. I gasped, nearly falling out of the chair as the porch snapped back into place around me. Zairu hovered in front of me, dim again, quiet. But now I understood. You don't come here by accident. Or you didn't come here by accident, I whispered. You ran. Zairu flickered softly. From whatever that was. From whatever broke your world. Silence. And now Orion knows, I added, my voice tightening. Zairu drifted closer, slowly. Then gently he pressed against my chest, warm, steady, alive. I know, I said, placing my hand over him. I'm not letting him take you. Behind me, the door creaked open. Zena stepped out, followed by Luna. Neither of them spoke first. They could feel it, the shift. You saw everything, didn't you? Luna said quietly. I nodded. Zena crossed her arms, looking up at Zairu. Then we're not dealing with a rare glyph. No, I said. I looked down at him, at the small glowing being who carried the weight of an entire lost sky. We're dealing with the last of something. The wind picked up softly, rustling through the sanctuary trees. Orabeak landed beside me, unusually calm now, grounded, ready. Zairu rose gently into the air, his light growing just a little stronger, not like before, not overwhelming, balanced. And for the first time since he arrived, the light didn't feel fragile, it felt anchored. I smiled. Welcome home, Zairu. He pulsed, bright, certain, and somewhere far beyond Nibiru, beyond the suns, beyond the tears he escaped from, the light that was lost remembered him. And while we did sleep at the outpost that night, we returned to our sanctuary home the next day. And that, my friends, is another story for this week. And I hope that Zelthar shines his beautiful light down on you. I shall see you next time.